Right, to counter punch boxing. Look, this is a spontaneous video. Look, I'm actually sitting at home right now, just chilling out, hanging out, and I saw the microphone. I saw my little tablet. I said, all right, let's make a video. Why not? I mean, basically kind of like going live. I wanted to make a video about Tyson Fury any damn way, right? Or Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So guys, just bear with me. You know, look, if you're in the mood to talk a little boxing or put your headphones in and listen to me babble for a while, here you go. Here you go, because I'm not going to make a whole lot of sense. I'm going to be, I don't want to say I'm a casual on the situation, because look, to my standards, I'm a casual on the situation. Let me explain. Usually when I make a video, they're very planned, very detailed. I do my homework. I do my research. They're all fact-based, very little opinion, mainly fact. But in this situation, I didn't quite do that. But just going on my, my regular boxing knowledge, let's talk about it. So now, first, I want to talk about Tyson Fury. I've become a fan of Tyson Fury, okay, with his whole mental awareness thing that he's going around talking about, because I've suffered with mental illnesses my whole life, right? So I'm happy and proud of him for doing that. He talked about how he's going 100, he's on Joe Rogan, the podcast Joe Rogan, going 170 down some road in a fucking Lamborghini, wanting to drive off of a cliff, and just wanted to kill himself. He said after he won, or after he beat Klitschko, I guess he fell into a deep depression, and he felt that there was really nothing left for him to do. I mean, he had everything: a wife, kids, heavyweight champ of the world, lineal champ, right? Had it all. 27-0, or well, at that time he was 25-0 when he beat Klitschko in 2015. I'm looking at BoxRec right now. In 2015, and he said what changed it, he goes to a Halloween party, and he's nearly 400 pounds. I mean, 400 pounds plus. He said the last time he stepped foot on a scale, he was 400 pounds, all right? And then he goes to a party, like a Halloween party, right? He's coked up out of his damn mind, right? Drinking, everything. And this has been going on for a long time. And he was wearing a skeleton outfit. He's talking about how dumb he felt. He just kind of took a hard look at himself. He's like, okay, here I am. I've got everything a man could want. Money, fame, fortune, everything. I'm a boxing megastar. I beat Klitschko. Ended the Klitschko reign, right? And here he is at this party, coked up, drunk. His kids are at home. His wife is at home. He's 400 pounds in a skeleton costume. And he just went home. He said, I went home early that night, like 9 o'clock that night, and basically got home, called his wife, and said, look, I'm going to change. I'm going to be the champion again. I'm going to be the heavyweight champion of the world again. His wife had heard it many times. He said he cried wolf so many times that his wife had heard it just over and over and over. And she said, yeah, whatever, just come home, that kind of thing. So he goes home. Okay, falls to his knees, prays to God. He's shaking, tears are falling. And from that moment forward, he got help. And he had legal problems. He was talking about how he had two failed drug tests for cocaine, another legal issue. His license was taken away. So he had like these 4 major hurdles to get over just before he could even get back in the ring, right? Before he could even think about competing again. He's got 2 drug charges, no license, 400 pounds, family falling apart. Everyone has basically turned their back on him. He's pushed his whole entire family away. I mean, you got to understand how far this guy has come, so win, lose, or draw, I have a ton of respect, and I could continue telling the story, but you get it. He talked about how it was like his darkest moment. He just didn't want to live anymore, and he was just basically committing a slow, death, like suicide by drugs and alcohol, right? And but all the while, he didn't realize he had a mental problem. He was mentally ill. So that's why I have a ton of respect for him, because, fights are won outside of the ring, and I think that, I believe that's true. I know it's true. I mean, you talk to any great boxer, any all-time great, and they'll tell you, you win or lose before you step foot in the ring. I mean, that's partially true, but a lot of it's true. It's self-belief and self-awareness and knowing what you're capable of, believing, just all of it. It's a whole package, right? So So yeah, I'm really rooting for him, but I also like Deontay Wilder on the other hand, okay? I do, because again, he came from nothing, and Tyson Fury talks about this, how Deontay Wilder came from nothing, and here they are, these two guys that came from nothing, they've overcome huge obstacles to get to where they are, and all the while, and by the way, it's like a touchy subject every time I bring it up, but where is Anthony Joshua? We had this debate in my boxing group on Facebook today, Counterpunch Boxing, not the like page. People keep going to the like, but the like page is a dead floating ship in the water. I need to shut it down. I'm talking about the actual group that you request a membership. If you send a request, I'll approve it, okay? Go to Facebook, punch it in, send a request, and I'll personally approve it. I'm the only one that can. So, but anyway, in that group, we're talking today, did Anthony Joshua or is Anthony Joshua ducking Deontay Wilder? And yes, he is. Now, you can candy coat it. You can call it politics. You can call it marinating. You can call it however you want to slice it, dice it, word it, whatever. But the truth is, they want to fill up stadiums, right? Make millions of dollars, fighting lesser opponents. They want, take the path of least resistance. I mean, if you're a unified heavyweight champion of the world, there's no damn reason this fight shouldn't have happened. Look, right now, it can't get any bigger. I mean, the only way it could get bigger is if the Fury-Wilder fight is, like, spectacular and something great happens and whatever. Then it could get bigger. Like if Wilder goes out there and just lays him out, round 2, round 3, whatever, kind of like he did, what's his name, Bermain Stavern, like another Stavern moment, then okay, it'd probably get bigger, because, look, here's my thing, okay, Tyson Fury. Oh, and another thing, Tyson Fury was talking about how, I guess Anthony Joshua, they had a couple of sparring sessions in the past, and he was talking about how Anthony Joshua was kind of like balled up in the corner with his knee up and, just very amateurish, that kind of thing. So he's talking how, they've been in the ring before, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. He also said, he can provide proof, if need be, that Deontay Wilder offered Anthony Joshua a 2-fight deal, $80 million. A 2-fight deal, $80 million, right? And he turned it down. Now, that's crazy. Now, they talk about with Deontay Wilder, or Tyson Fury, when they bring up Deontay Wilder and his record, I mean, I agree. He's got 40 fights, 39 KOs, like 40-0 with 39 KOs. But if you look at all those knockouts, he had like I forget, what was it, a 30-something knockout streak, right? But they're all bums. They're all cupcakes, cab drivers, tomato cans, whatever you want to call them, right? And it's the truth. It's the damn truth. I mean, Luis Ortiz was really the toughest or the best name on his resume, but Tyson Fury is talking about how Luis Ortiz had high blood pressure going into the fight. He's saying, so really, you got to kind of discredit or take away from that win against Luis Ortiz, and he nearly lost because Luis Ortiz, he's the doctor told him, look, you got high blood pressure, you can't go in, and he just basically argued and said, yeah, he went in with high blood pressure. Now, are these fairy tales? They could be, because look, I know a lot. I personally have high blood pressure, and I'm a boxer. I mean, not as much of a boxer now than I was in the day, but I always have problems with high blood pressure. So, I don't really know how high his blood pressure was, but he was talking about how, he was fighting, a medically impaired man on fight night, Deontay Wilder. So, letting the cat out of the bag on all kinds of things, so it was really interesting. And like I said, it's the Joe Rogan podcast. And there's another deal Tyson Fury did with Showtime, equally as entertaining, just telling the truth. And that's what I like about Fury. He will tell you the truth, he's unapologetic, kind of like me and my channel. I get on here, I tell you the truth. I mean, I don't make any apologies for anything I say. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right, whatever, right? I don't look. And another thing I kind of want to touch on, there's this new thing on YouTube where you can get your channel verified, right? And I think after I hit like 10,000 subs, I can request my channel to be verified. And now it's like all these boxing channels are doing it. But it's crazy to me, right? Because I go to them and it's like an 8-minute video, right? The first 2 minutes is PayPal, give me your money, hit the like button, sub to the channel, like, share, all that bullshit, right? And then here's PayPal, here's Vimo, here's, Super Chat. And now, you can actually pay you can pay me and I'll make videos that only you can watch. You know, it's like a private video that people that pay, and it's like a pay for play thing, right? And it's this new thing that YouTube is doing. And a lot of boxing channels out there, they're getting involved in it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm telling you, I'm not. You know, so the only thing I ever ask is that people sub to the channel, and I rarely ask. So, you know, that's my thing, because, and I did say, you know, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, that I would start editing videos and, you know, doing interviews, covering fights, that kind of thing. And I will. You know, I'm just waiting until I hit that mark. And I have good reason, because you really need to hit that 10,000 mark with YouTube before, you know, you're even taken serious on YouTube in their analytics and according, you know, to their standards. You have to at least have, you know, 10,000. So, but anyway, so back to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Now, who do you think is going to win? Like, I mean, I just simply don't know. I don't know. Now, the dude Brandon or whatever from the UFC on Showtime, y'all know what I'm talking about, Brandon Schwab or whatever. He's got that the show on Showtime. He well, no, not apparently. I watched it. He interviewed Tyson Fury. And after the interview, he said Tyson Fury, you know, went 12 rounds, you know, sparred 12, 13, 14 rounds, like no problem, right? He said he looked like a welterweight in the ring. And, you know, after round 11, 12, he's like, man, I'm waiting for this guy to get tired. And he didn't. He even had a mitt session after going like 14 rounds. So, you know, he is in incredible shape. We know that, you know, so, but stylistically, you know, he's talking about, well, I beat Vladimir Klitschko and he's got two punches, you know, the jab and the right. The jab, right. Basically jab, grab, hold, jab, right, jab, grab. You know, that's Klitschko. Go back and watch any Klitschko fight. It's jab, grab, hold. And he's talking about Deontay Wilder. He's like, well, he has three. You know, the left hook. He said jab, left hook, and the right. Jab, left hook, right. And he's true. So he's like, if I can't beat a man with three punches, I don't need to be in the ring. I'm going to retire. So he's claiming, which I don't know if I believe, but he's saying if he doesn't beat Deontay Wilder, he's a very basic, you know, predictable fighter, right? He said, if I can't beat him, then I'm going to retire. You know, he's got three punches. If I can't beat him with a man with three punches, I have no business in the ring. You know, so I don't know if I agree with that, because, you know, take, I don't know, Daniel Jacobs, Gennady Golovkin, right? Golovkin beat Jacobs basically with a jab, you know, so, you know, it's boxing. It's called boxing. So, you know, I don't know if I don't think he should retire if he loses, because, and another thing, if you look at his record here, you know what, I'm on my other phone. I'm going to, hang on a second. I'm going to go to BoxRec real quick. If you look, okay, right here, Tyson Fury. He fought, okay, Klitschko 2050. He fought in 2018 in January, February, March, April, May, June. In January, February, March, April, May, in June. Okay, June 2018. Then again in August 2018, and now again in December 20 or December. Is it December? Yeah, December. It's like, I mean, dude has had 3 fights in like, what is that? Like 7 months. I mean, you go back to. No, that's like actually under 7 months. I mean, he has had 3 fights. It's crazy. So I'm wondering, is it too much for Tyson Fury? Like, is he overtraining? You know, they're talking about going 14 rounds, this, that, and the other. But like I said, look at it right here. You know, 6 2018, 8 2018, and then 12 2018. 3 fights in half a year. I mean, that's crazy. So he's basically been, you know, and a part of the first 2 fights was a fat camp. You know, he's in there trying to lose weight, you know, basically. But, well, and he did that, I guess, in 2017. He was making all the talks on Twitter and social media about losing weight and coming back, and we didn't know if we should even take the guy serious, but we did, and you know, here we are. But yeah, you know what, I might leave it at that. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it for a minute, and but I'll give a prediction video later. I need to educate myself on it a little further. Right now, my gut is telling me that, I mean, I follow the money, right? I follow the money. And to me, you know, being that Deontay Wilder, you know, holding a belt, I would think it'd be a unification fight with Anthony Joshua. So I would typically say maybe Deontay Wilder by decision is kind of like an early prediction, because I think Tyson Fury, look, he's going to fight tall on the back foot. He's going to control the range with his jab and his movement, his forward lateral movement, all that ring generalship. And I think he's going to do enough to avoid the big right crazy hand from Deontay Wilder, you know, the bomb squad, right? I think he's going to avoid that big right. Look, if he can avoid that left hook on the chin and the right, you know, straight down the middle, he's cool. He's got it made. So by doing that, though, I don't know. I feel like he's going to be on the back foot on the defense a lot. And, I think he's overtrained. I really do. I feel like he's overconditioned, if that makes any kind of sense. Kind of like Ricky Hatton Mayweather. Ricky Hatton tells stories about how Mayweather, Floyd Sr. overtrained him, things like that. I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing here again, that he's overtrained and overconfident, too. I like the confidence, but I think he's being a little bit overly confident. And I just feel like, I don't know, Deontay Wilder, he's going to have a smart fight. I don't think he's chasing a knockout. I really don't. Because, look, if you're Deontay Wilder and you want Anthony Joshua, are you going to really get in there and take a risk? Are you going to go crazy? I doubt it. Maybe if you hurt him, sure. But I don't know. I feel like they're both going to have a game plan. It's going to be somewhat of a tactical fight, right? We're going to see a very tactical fight between these two. And that's what I think. And I think Deontay Wilder is going to come out on top. So that's just my opinion right now. It could change. We have a month. Actually, there's a deal on Facebook today. They're announcing today is 1 month countdown, right? They put out Showtime or whoever it was. Somebody put out a video, not Showtime. Somebody put out a video about how it's a 1 month countdown today. So, yeah, my opinion could change. It might. It probably will. So, and I might still be picking Deontay Wilder to win, but it might be by knockout. Who knows? I need to see a little bit more out of Tyson Fury. So, I don't know, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. What you think?